everybody. We have one more minute. Oh no, it's 10 o'clock. We get to start. Yes. We're all here today. We're all here today. Clap, clap, clap your hands. We're all here today. We're all here today. We're all here today. Clap, clap, clap your hands. We're all here today. Let's see. How are you feeling today? Let's see. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. I'm happy. I feel good, and I hope you do too. I'm happy. My cheeks are up. My lips are up. My shoulders are up. But maybe I'm or mad. I'm so mad. Surprise. So you tell me. This time we're going to sing. You tell me what you're feeling. Okay, ready? Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. I'm happy, but maybe you're sad or mad or surprised. I feel good and I hope you do too. Now you guys, there are 7 days in the week, and I don't know about you, but every day it gets a little harder for me to remember what day of the week it is. So let's go over that and review, and then maybe you can help me out. So there are 7 days. There are 7 days. There are 7 days in a week. There are 7 days. There are 7 days. There are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Today is Monday. Today is Monday. Today is Monday. Today. Today is Monday, today is Monday, today is Monday, today. And outside, guess what? What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like outside? It's not raining, it's not snowing, it's not cloudy. What is it? It's sunny outside. Yay, it's sunny. Hopefully you guys are going to get a chance to go outside and play in the sun today, because I think it's going to rain later this week, so you might want to enjoy it before it goes away. Now, today's Monday, and if we were at school, it would be Science Day, but we're not at school. But that's okay, because we can still do science. And if you go on the computer, Maura Elaine made an amazing science lesson for us, telling us the difference between matzah and bread. Now, I know that Meir and Yaakov Aryeh, his brother, were worried that Maura still has chametz in her house. Guess what? It's Monday, okay? We're slowly moving the chametz out of the house. Don't worry. After today, there'll be even less chametz. But I wanted to save some chametz today so that I could show you the difference between matzah and chametz, right? So matzah, remember, is flat, right? This is not real matzah. I'm saving that. I want my real matzah near my chametz, right? It's flat. And then here's the chametz. Here's the bread. Now, I don't know. Can you see those teeny tiny little holes? Those holes are from, anybody remember what they're from? Bubbles. How does the bread get bubbles? When we make challah, what makes it poofy? The yeast, right? The yeast makes it poofy. The yeast makes bubbles. And that makes our bread rise. And on Pesach, we had to leave Mitzrayim so fast, our bread didn't have time to rise. So it didn't get poofy. So it's flat. Remember, let's make flat. Make some matzah. Pat, pat, pat. Do not make it fat, fat, fat. Make your matzah nice and flat. Make your matzah just like that. Okay, so you remember, flat matzah. The reason why matzah is flat is because there's no yeast, no poofy, no bubbles. So, since Pesach is coming, and we're gonna miss our bubbles, I thought today we'd make some of our own bubbles. Now, once you guys learn how to make your own bubbles, you are not gonna go out and buy bubbles anymore. Trust me. All you need is water. Okay, Maura has water. Soap, which I gotta tell you, I don't know about you, but in my house, we have a lot of soap now. This is just regular dish soap. And sugar. You need 2 teaspoons of sugar. 1/2 cup of soap, and 3 of these of water. And you put them all together. Mora already did this, okay? You put them all together, and it just looks like water, but don't drink it. And you mix it up, and then guess what happens? Are you ready? Ready? Ha! Bubbles! Mora made her own bubbles. Amazing. And now I'm gonna show you, what am I using to blow my bubbles? I don't have a bubble wand at home. I looked everywhere. I don't have one. So I made my own out of a straw. This is a Dunkin' Donuts straw. You might have one of those at home, right? Or any kind of straw. Or if you have a pipe cleaner, or maybe you have bubble wands. But let me tell you, this is it. This, well, that one didn't work. Ready? Ah, did you see it?
If you blow slow, you can.
Yeah, if you blow slow, you get bigger ones. That's what Mira just said. You know I'm recording you. You can say hello. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to put my bubble water over here. And you guys, if you miss bubbles, if you miss poofy things over Pesach, make some of your own bubbles, okay? Now, bubbles float. Did you see it floating in the air? I have some plain old water here. You know what else you can do? You can see what floats at your house. Have you ever been in the bathtub and looked? There are some things that float and some things that don't. What happens when it doesn't float? It sinks, right? Plop. So I have a couple of things here, and I want you to be very scientific, and I want you to make a guess. It's called a hypothesis. I want you to think. Is it going to float or is it going to sink? So, remember I used my bubble wand, my straw. If I put this straw in the water, what do you think it's going to happen? Do you think it's going to float or do you think it's going to sink? Let's try. Here's my water. Woo! It's floating. Okay, that was easy. That was easy. How about this one? What is this? This is a rock. What do you think is going to happen if I put a rock in the water? Is it going to float? Is it going to be poofy and float? Or is it going to sink?
Sink.
You think it's going to sink? Let's try it out, okay? Let's see if we're going to sink or if you're going to float. Ready? Oh, man, that totally sank. Really, really fast. Look, see, it's on the bottom. It sank. Okay. Ready for this one? I have 2 spoons. I have a plastic spoon, which is light, and I have a metal spoon, which is a little bit heavier. Now, 2 spoons. Are they gonna sink or are they gonna float? What do you think? Are they gonna do the same thing or are they gonna be different? Let's try the plastic one first and see what happens.
No!
Let's try the plastic one and see what happens. All right, is it gonna sink or is it gonna float? Ready? Woo, floaty. It is not going down. Okay, spoon, right? Same thing, spoon. Now the other one floated. Do you think this one's gonna float? I don't know. Let's try it out.
No.
Oh no! It went right down. Boom, boom, boom. Right down. Sank. Okay, we have 3 more things. I know you have these at home. It's a Lego. You see the Lego? What do you think? Sink or float? Let's try it out. Ready?
Very carefully float.
Floaty. I got a little dinosaur. There's a dinosaur knocking at my door. No, it's not Shabbos yet. Sorry, but I found a dinosaur. Do you think he's going to float or sink? Let's try it out. Ready? Oh no, the dinosaur sank. And one more thing that you might see outside when you go outside later, maybe you find some flowers. Do you think the flower's going to float or sink? What do you think? Ooh, sort of like half and half. Oh, look at that. Sort of like half and half, floating, sinking. All right, you guys, this is so easy. You could do this all day long, and you could do it outside, and you won't even get anything wet if you go outside. It's very exciting. Now, All right. We did floating, sinking. We remember poofy things rise, light things rise, heavy things sink, right? Flat things. Poofy, chametz, no chametz on Pesach. Flat things, Pesach's coming. All right, now, do you remember we were slaves in Mitzrayim to that mean guy Paro? And he made us work really hard. And then finally, after we cried out to Hashem, the 10 makos, finally Hashem, he sent 10 and Paro said, go. But guess what happened? We ended up at the sea. Ooh, I'm gonna turn my water blue. Bum, 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 turning my water blue. All right, now I'm gonna put some stuff in my water because it's really, really hard to cross all of this water. What are we gonna do? How are we gonna get across? Do you know what happened? Do you know what happened when we got to the water? Oh, everybody was so worried. What's gonna happen? Oh no, the Mitzrayim are gonna get us. But Hashem made a nace, and he made the waters.
I have a berry.
Could walk through the water. It was amazing. So Mora is gonna part the water. I am not Hashem. This is not a miracle. This is science. Okay, but I want you to watch really, really carefully what happens when I put my finger in here. What? Look, all of the pepper went away and the water parted. Woohoo! And the Jewish people went through to safety. Yay! It was amazing. Okay, so we have seen things float. We've seen them sink. We've seen water part. I want to do one more thing for Pesach with you that has to do with science. I want to make Play-Doh. Now, this might sound complicated, but it's not complicated. And this is special Play-Doh. This is kosher for Pesach Play-Doh. Usually when you make Play-Doh, you use flour and water. Not good, rises, poofy. You can use special matzah meal, right? Instead of flour, I just took some matzah and I crushed it up. You can use cake meal, but cake meal's really expensive. This is just regular matzah put in a blender, made nice and soft. I'm gonna put that in here, 1 cup. And then guess what? You remember that salty tears that we cried, right? Because we were slaves. This is a whole cup of salt. That's a lot of tears, okay? That goes in there. And then you need water. And then, you know, I like to put on a pair of gloves just because I'm gonna mix. And my daughter, who you keep seeing walk back and forth behind me because I don't know if she realizes that I'm actually recording and she's on video forever and ever and ever, but she knows now. She wanted me to use red. So I'm gonna put red in. Ooh, I'm gonna make it red. Just like Hashem made the water red, first makkah, right? He turned the Nile into blood, dumb. So now I'm just gonna mix it, mixy, mixy, mixy. You might want a little bit of help from mom and dad with the mixing, okay? And I'm gonna let it sit. Yeah, it's turning all red. And then I'll show you the finished product. The finished product is blue because I did it last night so that you could see. Turns out, looks like this. Ta-da, super easy. Okay, just don't eat it because it's very salty and gross. But this is Play-Doh for Pesach, okay? And you don't even have to do anything with it. You can stick it in a little Ziploc bag. It'll stay good for a long time. Okay, now, that was our science for today, right? And I thought before we have to go, it would be nice if we read like a little Passover story. So I am gonna bring this a little closer so that you can see the story, okay? And I actually have the story that I can share with you on my screen. Okay, it is called, let's see, what is it called? Sammy Spider's Passover Shapes. Let's see, can you see the book? There it is, Sammy Spider's Passover Shapes. All right, are you ready? Let's read together. Sammy Spider watches the Shapiro family getting ready for Pesach. What does it look like they're doing? I think they might be cleaning. Maybe you're helping to clean at home. He spins a square that looks like a piece of matzah. You guys, you remember how to make a square, right? You make 2 L's like this, flip one, and square. I see you. Ready? 2 L's, flip one, square. Sammy also spins a round web that looks like a Seder plate. Ooh, you guys totally know how to make a circle. Circles, circles. He spins a triangle that looks like an afikoman. Guys, triangle. Find your thumbs, stick them together, and then point your fingers up. Triangle. And if you want to get really fancy, push your thumbs down, diamond. Up, triangle, down, diamond. Then he spins another triangle. Sammy, you're a great web maker, and you made a special star just in time for Passover. Do you see? Sammy made 2 triangles that make a Jewish star. Sammy laughed. Hee hee, Mama. Do spiders celebrate Pesach? Silly Sammy, said Mrs. Spider. Spiders don't celebrate Pesach. Spiders spin webs. Oh. Well, I don't know if you're going to have any spiders at your Passover Seder. I don't think I'm going to have any at mine unless they're hiding. They might be hiding. If they are, tell Sammy, silly Sammy, spiders don't do Pesach. They spin webs. I hope you guys are going to have a wonderful, wonderful Pesach. I'm going to miss you, but if you want, Batya and her mommy had a great idea. You could take pictures of yourselves getting ready for Pesach, and you can send them to me, and I will put them up on the website. If you go there, it says, picture this, and you see a picture of Batya, and she's getting ready for Pesach. She's making bricks for her family's pyramid, and I made my kids clean yesterday, so there's a picture of my daughter sweeping, and my son's cleaning the car, and I'm making kugel in the kitchen. So send me your pictures, and I will put them up on the website, and then you can see your friends getting ready for Pesach. Okay? We are going to meet again after Pesach break right here, right on the computer, and maybe I will see you between then and now out on the streets, and we can wave, right? So I want to wish you a Chag Kasher v'Sameach, a happy and healthy Pesach, and let's sing Shalom Chaverim before we go. Shalom Chaverim,
Shalom.
Chaverim, Shalom, Shalom, Lehitraot, Lehitraot, Shalom, Shalom. I'm happy to say that we had a science day, a Pesach science day with bubbles and Play-Doh and sinking and floating. Shalom, shalom. Hag Sameach, my friends.